Hi, it's Debbie from Create Pretty Things. How are you guys doing tonight? Are you ready to do little farmhouse cows? We have this cute little cow that's, I think it's a heifer. But anyway, it's a layer design. It has a base and a top. And then you can dress it with a headband or a bow tie. All kinds of things you can do with this. So we're going to do that tonight on our beaded frame. This is a 9 by 12 beaded frame. And it can be white. It's a chalkboard on two sides, a white one or a black one. I think we're going to use the black. So these are reusable. If you want to change out your design, all you have to do is wet it down, scrape it off, and wipe it with a board eraser. It'll be like brand new. You can do the white side and the black side, and you can also just do both at one time. So you can reverse it out for different holidays if you want to. Makes it easy to store. I love this frame. I think it just is beautiful with all the beading. So we're going to use this tonight. As you hop on, please say hello. The keyword for tonight is herd, H-E-R-D, as in herd of cows. So type in herd, that'll give you the shopping list for tonight. And we are going to go ahead and get started. If you guys would do me a favor, please type in exclamation point notified in the comments. That will get you notified every time I go live, and that way you won't have to miss anything. I really appreciate it. So tonight we're going to start out with our base for our cow. Now, I have a lot of different thoughts on this. Since I'm going to use the black surface, I want to show up, and so I was thinking a light color for it. A light color. So I got out my bright white. I also got out my nominee, which is a color of the month, and it's not available anymore, which may be unfair to you, but it's also a strong suggestion to get the color of the month every month before it runs out. I also have the disco, which was another color of the month. It's a shimmery silver. I also have another one called bubbly, which is kind of a golden. I was thinking almost of going with the bubbly. Now in the cart, I did put white. I put white, and then I probably should have put another color in there like black. And maybe that's kind of what I should do, is black and white. I was thinking maybe I'd do white and then put bubbly on top. I don't know. What do you guys think? What color would you do this if this was your cow? We could do bubbly as the base. No, I think we need to do a white base. All right, I've got my design fuzzed. I am just going to put it right in the center. We're going to add the herd that on here somewhere. So I'm going to put this up a little high so that I can add that on at the bottom. But I also want to do either a headband or a bow tie. Maybe I'll center it more. So if I decide to do a headband, I'll have room. I'll also have room if I decide to do a bow tie. So let me just make sure it's on here, pretty much centered from left to right. It seems to be a little bumpy. Let's see if we can get it to lay flat. It's a brand new transfer. You don't want to have any air bubbles in it. So I'm really going to try and smooth it down. There we go. Okay. So this is what the positioning looks like right now. I went ahead and I smoothed it down really good. You don't want to have any air bubbles near where the silk screen is. The silk screen is the area that you can see through. That's where your paste is going to be contained underneath the transfer onto your surface. So we're going to start with our bright white, and I think this may be at the end. A lot of my pastes are kind of at the end. I'm going to try and add water. If this doesn't work, I'm going to use my other new paste. But you know how I am. I like to use up what I have first, get rid of it before I start something new. But even though this looks pretty good, I think I'm going to go with the new white paste. Just going to kind of scrape this up and get it ready for next time. But I am going to move to my new paste. I know it's in perfect condition, so a new jar. I'll work on this. Here's my creamy, dreamy white. I'm gonna go ahead and get a squeegee. This is our small squeegee. I'm gonna go ahead and dip it in the white, and I'm just gonna rub this down. I'm gonna smooth this paste over the whole silk screen. This is a lot of silk screen, guys. There's not a lot of green part, which is the sticky part to this. It's a lot of silk screen, which is okay. As long as it sticks to your board, you're okay. I'm just gonna apply it on here as best I can. And then I'm gonna go over and smooth it out and take off any excess. So this is part one done. It's all covered. I'm gonna smooth it out. I do see a little air bubble in the screen right here. I'm not sure what that's gonna do to it. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up. Okay, so that is, I didn't get any paper towels. Well, fuzzing towel. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take this down. So this is what we do. You go ahead and grab a corner to start the lifting, the peel. And then you kind of wanna work to the center so that you're not stretching out your transfer. These transfers are reusable between 8 and 12 times. And so you wanna clean them really well. You wanna take care not to stretch them out. And look at that. Layer one of our cow. Awesome, I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this real quick. All I'm gonna do is spray it with some regular tap water. And it's like it's running out too. And since I don't have my paper towels, I'm just gonna use my board eraser from the start here. I usually like to go over it with paper towels first to kind of keep my my board eraser clean a little bit, but it's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use it. Most people just use this anyway. My board eraser is also needing replacing. It's falling apart from use. These are amazing, guys, these board erasers. They are the key to keeping your transfers clean and in good shape. They get out all the paste out of that silk screen, all of it. My water bottle went over. I'm gonna go ahead and spray the back side, which is a sticky side. So I'm gonna be a little more gentle with it, just because I don't wanna rub all that adhesive off, because that's what makes it reusable. So we wanna take really good care of that. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean my work surface underneath. And I'm gonna rinse this out, and I am going to dry it just a little bit with my fuzz towel. I just wanna make sure that I'm not letting any paste dry in the screen, because I love this cow. I love it. And I also have a chockable shape. So you can purchase a chockable shape that goes with this. And you can do lots of colors on that, and maybe put on a white background or whatever you wanna do, maybe a painted background. But I think that's gonna really amp this up a little bit too. I'm gonna do my first try with this cow. Pretty simple. I just wanna do a plain, simple cow. And then later on, I'm gonna do another one, and I'm gonna use the chalk shape and some different colors on it. Okay, so now that I have this clean, I'm gonna go ahead and stick it back on my transfer backer. And this will keep it in prime shape for reuse. Okay. So since this is sticky, when we did the fuzz towel, what we were doing was adding a little bit of fuzz to the back of it, so that it wouldn't stick really hard and stretch out when we pulled it up. So when we cleaned it off, we also cleaned that fuzz off that we added, which is a good thing. And so I like to make sure these are stuck on pretty good so that they don't pick up anything else. And I'm also gonna store it back in its bag that it originally came in. I'm gonna go ahead and dry this just a little bit. Well, actually I'm gonna dry it pretty good, because we're gonna layer on the second transfer on top. And we don't want that second transfer to peel anything off. We just added this paste, and it's real easy to come up at this time since it is new. Want to make sure it's completely dry before we put that transfer down. I love this little cow. It's so cute, guys. I don't know what it is about cows. And just know that if you have anything extra on your chalkboard, like I have a little bit of white paste on the very bottom. Once it dries, I can just scrape that right off. That'll come right off because it is a reusable chalkboard. These are very forgiving, so if you make any mistakes, don't worry about it. You can just clean it up really easy. Okay, it does feel dry. Now, normally I would just go ahead and put a layer of wax over the top of that, but on a blackboard, I think it kind of smears a little bit, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and clean up my white paste, whoops, and splash my new cow. I'm going to splash it. So I do want to dry those wet spots I just put on there because the cleaning process involves letting water sit on it for a minute or so, and it loosens up the paste, and then you can scrape it off. Now, I don't want that to happen right now because I'm going to put down a new layer of paste, and so I don't want that to be soft at all. I don't want to give it any help to come off. I'm going to dry those splashes. And good thing I have my fuzzing towel here. Okay, so the next layer I'm going to put on is going to be the detail, all the detail of this cow. So I'm going to go ahead and peel it off. If it's really, really sticky, it's going to pull up that white paste I just put down. It still feels very sticky. Have you guys decided what color paste you think I should do? Should I do this bubbly, which is like a champagne color? Or should I use the nominee, which is a gold? Or I've also got this silvery looking color called Disco. Which of these three colors do you think I should use? On top of the white. Any preferences? Let me know in the comments. And if you guys don't see the live button up at the top, it means that you're watching the replay. Do me a favor and type in hashtag replay. It would help me out as far as keeping my post bumped and being seen by other people. And I would love that. And if you know of anybody else who would like to watch this, please feel free to share. I would love that. Now, you can see through these, so I'm just going to go ahead and lay this right on top of what I already have pasted. And I'm going to match up the outlines as best I can. I do notice that he's got extra hair at the top here. A little fuzz. Okay, so I got that down. Now remember, the blue part is sticky, so that's going to stick to his face. The chalk isn't going to go through there, but it is going to go through wherever you see the white. I think I'm going to use Nominee. Nominee, that's our golden color. And look how beautiful it is. Most of our colors of the month are just this beautiful. They're kind of shimmery, they're different, smooth, smooth, smooth texture, and they're just beautiful. So I'm just going to go ahead, make sure that I get everything covered up. And I'm not sure about this color combination, guys. I think white and black would have been beautiful. But on this black chalkboard, even though it would have been on top of the white, I kind of wanted to try this Nominee and see how it looks. So it'll probably be a different cow from any other cow you've ever seen before. But I wanted to try it, so here I go. Watch me go, guys. I'm just covering up any area where it's white. I'm paying attention to the top, the bottom, the left and right margins because I do skip those frequently. Right now I'm smoothing out the paste and I'm taking off any excess that I have and putting it back in the jar. Okay. And let's pull this off carefully and hope it doesn't peel off any of the paste down below. So once again, I'm trying not to stretch it out. Oh, guys. I think I love it. I love it, guys. That looks so great. Okay, I'm gonna clean this one now. You remember the drill. Go ahead and spray it with your water, which I'm almost out of. Normally, I would use paper towels, but I don't have my paper towels here. And so I'm gonna use my board eraser. It's sitting in water, I squeezed it out, and this just removes all the paste so easily. I think this is my #1 tool, is the board erasers. Nobody wants to spend a lot of time cleaning, and this does the trick so quickly. Clean both sides. Now the paste was not applied on top of the sticky side, but it did go through. So make sure you clean it as well. You're doing everything you can to make this back in the condition that you received it out of the package in, new and without paste, and still with stick. Still with stickiness. Wow, this cleaned up beautifully, guys. Really did. I'm gonna get my fuzzing towel. And I'm just gonna go ahead and dry this up. And as I dry and wipe, it does remove even more paste and dirty water from it. Okay, once it's dry, you can go ahead and attach it back to the backer sheet. It's protective sheet. Now we just need to dry it up, and then we're gonna decide on a bow. You know, I got out pink, which is a dream color, and a red. I'm trying to think of what color bow or bow tie I wanna make. I'll dry this just for a second. What do you guys think, a headband or a bow tie? Both can be layered, the headband and the bow tie. I think I'm gonna do a bow tie this time. So I'm gonna do the top of it red. I was gonna say green, but that would be Christmas. Let's do Ocean Mist, which is a blue, a light blue, for the base. Okay. Now I always stir my pastes up before I use them. Usually I haven't used them for a while, so I like to stir them, make sure they're mixed. I'm gonna go ahead and take my base layer of my bow tie. Off of the backer sheet. And I'm just gonna fuzz it on my clothes. I could fuzz it on my fuzzing towel. I could fuzz it on my clothes just as well. Okay, so once again, I am layering this, and this one doesn't feel sticky, on top of the already chalked paste. So the tie will go its neck. Okay. And once again, I'm not used to putting bow ties on cows. So I'm just going right over this gold and white that I already had on here. I'm not sure how it's gonna look as far as if it's gonna show up. But we are gonna give it a try and carefully peel this off. It's okay. It's okay. Let's dry it up. And then we'll apply the detail onto the bow tie. As you guys jump on, please say hello and tell me where you're watching from. If you've never watched me before and you have any questions, please feel free to message me. Let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer any questions you have. I've been doing this a while and I absolutely love it. I hope you would love it too. It's just a great way. I'm not a real creative person, but Chalk Couture really helps me find some creativity. And once I'm done with these simple little projects, I feel successful. I feel like I've created a nice piece of artwork. You can give these as gifts. You can do these as group activities to get your kids involved. Get your kids together with their friends and do a little activity. You can do this, make it a bundle as a gift for your mother for Mother's Day. You could do a Father's Day gift. There's so many things that you can do. Besides doing it yourself, which is awesome. I just love doing this myself. You can gift it. You can share the love with others. I'm not sure if my bow tie is up too high, guys, but it is what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna fuzz my little top piece of my bow tie. I'm gonna lay it right on top of what I've already chalked for the bow tie. Match it up. It looks a little bit bigger than the under piece. So it's probably gonna have a little border on it. A little border of red. Okay, so now this is my cherry paste. Once again, it's at the tail end. I'm mixing it up. I had to add a little bit of water to it. And if it's too thick, you really don't want to use it because you want to water it down to the proper consistency so that it doesn't dry really quickly in your screen. That's the last thing you want it to do is dry in your screen because it won't stay down below. But I'm doing such a small piece with this that I think I'm going to be just fine. And I'm going to be quick about it. So I am going to get a little bit of my red, just a tiny bit. I'm going to chalk this bow on it. This bow tie. And I do see an air bubble under there. But it's okay, thank goodness. Okay, it's okay. And actually this looks pretty good. Look at the bow tie, guys. I think it's really cute. Really, really cute. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean this. And then all we really have to do is add the words underneath that says heard that. Now there's some other pieces on here that they're like splotches that you could have put as backgrounds. I didn't do that, and that's okay. You can do whatever you wanna do. You can use these pieces for other things. Like, let's say you had a duck transfer. I don't think we have a duck transfer, and you want to put a bow tie on it. You could use this bow tie on the duck transfer, just make it work. You could also use the headbands. You can use the words on a totally different surface, a different transfer, and make up your own designs by mixing and matching. These do not have to be all used together, and you do not have to use all of them that come with it. So pick and choose, use these to your advantage, and make your own designs. Hey guys, we have a new program. It's called the Perks program. Excuse me. And what it is, it's kind of like a loyalty program. And you pay $20 a month, and then you get $20 worth of product credit back. So basically, you're starting out even again. The $30 product credit does expire in 30 days, but you can use it towards anything Chalk Couture sells, and you will get a discount of 30% off everything you buy. You don't have to become a designer. Designers get 40% off. And that's a good deal too. And we pay about $20 a month for our website and stuff like that. And we get 40% off discount. So it's kind of the same outlay of cash, but different intentions. If you're a Perks member, you probably don't want to sell the product. You don't want to build a team. You just want to chalk. You want to be a hobbyist and chalk, 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 and get a discount. And that's awesome. That's what this is designed for, to help everybody out to get a discount and to love chalking. I'm going to do this in 2 different things. Let's see. I think I'm done with my blue. Sometimes I like to spray some water in, some distilled water in my paste before I put it away. If I felt like it was a little thick when I used it, or I haven't used it for a while. So I like to do that and mix it up before I cap it, just so it can sit and mellow out a little bit till I use it next time. My red definitely could have used some love as far as water. So I'm going to go ahead and mix that up and get that on its way to recovery here. And then before I use it, of course, I'll mix it up again next time. Now, what should I do the herd that in? What color? I could do it in the nominee. I could do it in white, blue. I think nominee. Nominee. So once again, I'm probably going to be overlaying the transfer on a little bit of what I've chalked here. Herd. I'm going to dry that up. There's something about these cows, guys, that just kind of make me smile. Do they make you smile? Why? I know there's a big thing about the Hobby Lobby Highland cows right now. They come decorated for 4th of July, but people are taking them and painting them for whatever they want to use, maybe in pinks or blues as far as their hats and their clothes and stuff. That's a big deal right now. And I know my Hobby Lobby had a ton, but they're not on sale yet. So I like to wait for the sales. And of course, there may not be any left by the time the sale comes. Have you guys heard anything about those? Okay, guys, I'm just going to clean up and let's see, what's this? I got a little bit of extra paste here. So I'm going to get a little bit of a eraser here. Clean that off. And here is our final project, guys. Let's see if I can get that straight. There you go. What do you guys think? Give it a heart if you love it. Share it with somebody you know. Now this frame, it's beautiful. But what if I painted the frame, since it's got all this texture, beads and stuff, what if I painted it gold? What if I painted it silver? Would that set it off even more? What do you guys think? White, or should I paint it? Leave me a comment. Let me know. I'm not sure. I love it, but I can see it in gold too. Maybe even in the silver. Okay, I love it, guys. I hope you do too. Thank you so much for joining me. Feel free to like and share the video, follow my page, and I'll be back on tomorrow. See you later. Bye.